Welcome to Bedside with Clueless. It's a little bit cold, and I can't bother going downstairs to turn the heating on, so I'm doing a review in bed. Or I should say, I've already done most of the review, but I ran out of space on my phone, so I just deleted all of the videos, including the one that I was just recording, which could have just added a little bit of an ending to it, but oh well, such is life. And yeah, it's actually probably one of the more comfier reviews that I'm doing right now. It's actually really quite snug. Um, you know, I get the sexual tension when I'm reading people's comments. So I'm doing this for you guys just as much as I'm doing it for me. But we won't get bogged down on that. People know how to get in touch with me if they want to pursue something like that. But oh well. So most of the beer's been drunk. I've been really enjoying this beer. So it should technically be a quick review, but we know that's not going to be the case at all. So going back over to the Wild Beer Company, and we're looking at their Pogo, which is a fruited pale ale. So passion fruit, orange, and guava jump out of this refreshing pale ale, energetic tropical hits in a first quenching hoppy beer. Drink wildly different. So ingredients for this are water, barley malt, wheat, lactose, hops, yeast, orange, guava, passion fruit. Now, I've got no idea what guava is. Guava is? I've got no idea what guava is. I've got no idea what guava actually is. I'm probably completely wrong here, but isn't it sort of like and that people use it as a natural alternative to sugar to like sweeten things as like a natural sweetener? Or am I thinking of something completely different? Is it actually just a fruit? I don't know. I think it is probably, well, it's fruited pale ale, so I'm guessing it's a fruit, but I'm not sure what like family or equivalent to something that I've had already is. But oh well, I'll look it up. I should have done this beforehand, so I at least had an idea what I was looking for. But that's the fun of it sometimes, isn't it? To go in blind. Oh, excuse me. So anyway, love the artwork on the can, but I love the look of this beer even more. That's a lovely sort of golden pear drop sort of look to it. Also got like a slight honey-like in appearance. A little bit hazy. No little bits or bobs to speak of floating in there, or maybe just one. They're just bubbles stuck to the side of it. But yeah, when I poured the beer, at about one finger's worth of a nice frothy white head. It looks a bit more illuminated because it's under the light right now. But yeah, lovely, vibrant, golden looking pale ale. So on the aroma, or should I give it a little bit of twizzle first? Now you can see how I fail at twizzling a glass to get that aroma and shake it all up. Actually not doing too bad of a job there, am I? And look at that, it's reinforced that head really nicely. So on the aroma, big hoppiness, mixing with a lovely sort of blood orange type flavour. In fact, it's like blood orange, regular orange, a little bit of like a tangerine as well. Very citrusy in that regard, although not really lemony or limey. Maybe a hint of like a lemongrass, maybe, almost. There's like that very slight sweet herbaceousness to it. You get that tartness from the passion fruit. Again, another fruit that I'm not too familiar with, but this is really taking me back to when I reviewed Michela's, or Michela, how you want to pronounce it, Michela's Mastodon, which was their passion fruit pale, I think it was. But this is reminding me of it, the vibrancy of it, albeit a little bit more citrusiness and a little bit of the more pronounced hoppy character. And from that hoppiness, you get lovely tropical tones like mango, a little bit of like a peach yogurt, that sort of lactose character's coming out a tiny little bit. There's like a very subtle hop oil aroma, like a very subtle resiny character. But it's more about that like tropical fruit, like fruit salad, with a little bit of sugar sprinkled on top, that sort of thing. Beer, very vibrant. It's a lovely smelling beer, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. And that lactose in that, just, it's not like a heavy beer by any stretch. You wouldn't expect that. But it's a bold body. It's got a really nice, subtle creaminess to it that carries all the flavours that you get in there, which you're getting a load of orange. You get a slight tartness coming from the passion fruit. No idea what the guava is, but there's like a slight, almost very subtle actual grapefruit flavour, as opposed to like that grapefruit-like flavour you get from hops. So is guava part of the grapefruit family? I'm going to look it up after I've finished. But there's nothing in there that's really too unique to my palate. So I wouldn't be able to say, oh, this is probably what the guava is. Do you know what I mean? It's got a real sense of familiarity to it. Very subtle tartness, like I was saying, which has this sort of funkiness as well. Lovely hop character, which just emphasises those fruits. Not too bitter on the back end. In fact, I was expecting it to be a little bit more bitter, but I'm not complaining by any stretch. It's so drinkable though. Yeah, it's crushable as anything. And although I don't really subscribe to drinking different styles of beer in specific times of the year, this would be perfect in summer when you're outside, barbecue, picnic, you know, that sort of thing. An outdoor activity where you've got nice company, you've got good food, you know, just a great beer to just chill out to when it comes to the end of a summer's day. Do you know what I mean? When it's still nice and cool, you sat on a roof terrace. You know, I'm really painting you a picture here. In a nice big city. You know what I mean? And like the hustle and bustle of the city means nothing because you're above it. Looking as the sun's going down, that cool breeze, and you're taking a mouth-watering sip. Can a sip be mouth-watering, or do you take a sip of something mouth-watering? See, I've broken the illusion for you all, so it's back to reality. And the reality is, this is a lovely fruity beer with a slight funky tartness, nice gummy-like creaminess. So it reminds me of jelly sweets like Haribo because of that lactose, and it helps reinforce that body to make a much bolder drinking experience. Flavours are carried nicely, beautifully balanced, no off flavours, nothing too left field, just a very enjoyable fruited pale ale. So I'm going to give this one. It's really tasty. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Can't fault it too much. So if you've tried this, then let me know your thoughts, opinions. Pogo from Wild Beer Company. I know they've got a few of their beers in cans now, so I'd be interested to try more of them. If you've got any recommendations of some of their beers that I should... Excuse me. It's not really gassy beer. I've been gassy today because I've drank a few beers, do you know what I mean? So the carbonation's not too ruthless in this one, which just makes it so damn drinkable. So yeah, any recommendations for Wild Beer Company, feel free to leave them in the comments. I think I've already got like 1 or 2 reviews from Wild Beer Co. right now, so I don't think there'll be a playlist link. But check out my Pale Ale playlist. Check out my Craft Can playlist. Of course, check out Wild Beer Company. If any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed it, their reviews are down below. Pick this up from Booths in MediaCity in Salford. So check out Booths. If you've got a Booths nearby, you guys, go give them a look because they've got an absolutely fantastic range of beers. And yeah, any general feedback, banter, suggestive, inappropriate comments, feel free to, you know, pop them down below. You can message me directly, you know, to get in touch with me, and you never know, you could be lying here next to me doing reviews with me as well. because that's all you'd ever do, because I'm not going to have anybody else doing anything else to me. Okay? I've got my boundaries. That's my line. You're not going above it. Okay? So get those dirty thoughts out of your head. It's purely just beery companionship. Okay? We're just going to share beers. Talk about beer. Okay? Now that we've got that out of the way, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for putting up with my terrible attempts at humour. And more importantly, I hope you'll join me next time for a slightly less creepy beer review. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you later. That was awkward. Cheers, guys.